My first posing tip, I would say, is as simple as it sounds, eye contact with the judges and not looking down at your feet. That exudes confidence and gives you that calm, collected look.
Today and yesterday was a big deal in the bodybuilding world, a national show here in DFW. So you competed yesterday. Just broad question to start. How'd it go?
Good. I would say it was a super interesting show. For me, I learned a lot. It was a lot of new experiences. The competition level, the caliber of competitors was a lot higher than I've been used to. So that was really cool getting to be thrown in the mix. I'd say it went well. I didn't place where I wanted to, but you win some, you lose some, and you soldier on. I'm proud of my package, though, and a 20-week prep is my longest prep, and this was my third show, so I think I can be proud that it was nationals.
There were 20-something people in this class. How many?
31.
31. Mm-hmm. Muscle Beach, when you were doing that show, I don't know, a month or two ago, how many people were your...
27, I believe.
Wow. These are big classes, even for a smaller...
Yep.
Well, how'd you feel about your routine when you walked out?
Good, actually. Yeah, I felt good about it. I've been switching it up a lot throughout the year. Kind of just trying to find my groove and stuff like that. I felt good about every routine that I put on stage this year. I've worked really, really hard on my posing.
What'd you change in this routine? Anything?
I did. In Muscle Beach, I kind of did a horizontal hand, and then I changed that up to a more vertical hand. I liked the way that it went across my body. And then also the transition from my back pose back to my front pose, I switched up a little bit as well.
Did you add any like hair flips or anything? Or
hair flips, they give me anxiety because I try to do a little bit. I try to show it off, but I try not to like flip super hard. I don't want any stray hairs or dandruff or anything coming off in the lights. I've seen that before and it makes me nervous. So I try to keep those dialed down.
What do you think was different about this show since it was a national show?
Well, like I said, the level of competitors was obviously a little bit higher. It ran more efficiently. I felt like we were on stage and off stage really quickly, and we had a short time to kind of show our physique off. I feel like you had to be really on point from the second that you stepped on stage to even be considered. So I feel like that was all a lot different than the smaller shows that I've been a part of.
I think second call it is great, and I'm not just saying that to be nice. It really is wonderful.
Yeah.
But that being said, why do you think you were at second call it and not in first? Did you talk to the judges at all, or?
I did wait for the judges to the show to be over and walk up to them, and they told me to go find the scorecards, and there was a long line, and the woman left before I could get to them.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I'm not sure what my feedback was, but I know from my coaches, they said that when I came out for that first look, I wasn't angled towards Tyler. I was at the end of the group, and I just kind of out of nerves, but deadlocked center stage and didn't angle myself in. And they, other than that, I'm not really sure. My rear delts, so between Muscle Beach and the show, we did an extra cut because Jessica beat me in Muscle Beach, and I felt that she had leanness and hardness on me, and so I figured we would just go in a little bit tighter for nationals and give that a go. So we pushed a little bit harder, and my body didn't love it. It kind of fought with me, and it was a little bit of a struggle the last few weeks. And so carving up before the show, I didn't get to do as much as I did for Muscle Beach, and my rear delts and my back pose weren't as noticeable, and I did notice some changes. But we learned a lot. We learned a lot from doing these two preps and stuff like that. And I think next year I might go into nationals and just do nationals next year. That way I only have to prep for one show, which is ideal. And hopefully it'll go better.
At the end of this first segment, talk about your coach a little bit.
Bo Johnson.
Was he here?
He is, yeah. He's in Oklahoma City.
But he came to the show.
He did, yeah. He comes to all my shows. He's great. I can't say enough good things about him. We've made some crazy changes to my physique, like developing lats and shape just overall. He's given me a lot of confidence and gotten me in contact with a lot of really great people in the sport. And his wife is always super helpful. And the team of women that I'm on are so amazing. A bunch of beautiful, really talented, smart, helpful women. It's just been a really great experience.
That's really cool. I talked to Bo a little bit in Muscle Beach. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some really cool athletes.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He attracts a lot of good talent.
We're going to go to you posing right now. We actually pre-recorded this. So here is Maddie posing, and we'll be right back.
My second posing tip would be to pull your shoulder forward when you want to shrug instead of going up and blocking your face.
Maddie, thank you so much. Let's talk about, you probably don't have time to do anything else, but any other hobbies when you're not in prep?
I have 2 dogs, and I am very much a dog mom. I try to get them out every day and spend a lot of time with them. A lot of my life is consumed with prep, but over this next year, I'm hoping to get back into school.
Is this the longest prep you've ever done?
It is. Yeah. It is by far. Technically, this is my 3rd show, but this is only my 2nd prep since it was one continual one.
What are you studying in school?
Nursing.
Oh, wow. Good for you. Nursing, how far along are you in?
Oh, I've done a year a few years ago, but then I moved out to Oklahoma City and just stopped going to school and focused a little bit more on life and got into bodybuilding and all of that and haven't really got back to it.
But thinking about getting back in it?
I would love to, yeah. Now that I have some time and in this off season, I think it would be a good time.
Where do they have up there for nursing school?
They have a few different good schools, but I think I'd probably just go to Rose State, just somewhere local and small.
Was the first year kind of grueling? A lot of hills and valleys with the nursing school?
Yeah, I would definitely say that. It's pretty tough. Anatomy and all that is difficult. All the words, and there's a lot that comes with it.
My mom is an RN, so I feel like talking to her about it sometimes, it was pretty grueling.
Yeah, my mom's an RN as well, and I would go shadow her at work and stuff like that and hear her stories, and I couldn't understand half of it.
Does she work with, what does she do? Like
she's an AC for a hospital, so she helps run a hospital, and then she's also an RN that she works in the ICU.
Cool. Interesting. Richard, sitting off camera, y'all just took some pictures. Let's look a little bit at those pictures. Have you done a photo shoot before? Or?
Not really. I've done little ones, kind of here and there, and I definitely set my phone up a lot. I think the best feedback you can get is looking at yourself on video. But as far as like a professional photo shoot, no, I've never done one. So this was really exciting.
Dark Horse Training, this is your coach's team. Do y'all help each other out?
I'm not exactly sure how many women he has on our team, but it is a fair amount. And we have all sorts of different talent.
When y'all were shooting downstairs, I was taking some video of your robe. It says Dark Harvest on the back of it.
Yeah, he got that embroidered for me.
Did you have any teammates in this one?
I didn't know. My teammate Natalie just competed at the Battle of Texas in hope to qualify. And
Natalie I've seen her. She's badass.
Impressive.
Yeah.
She is impressive. She is a stunning woman. Yeah, I definitely thought that she had a pretty good shot of joining me here at Nationals, but unfortunately it just wasn't her time, wasn't my time either, but we'll get them next year, I'm sure of it.
Let's talk about, I've asked you this before in an interview, but I just want to ask again, your battle, if you will, on stage with Jessica. Let's reminisce on that a little bit. What was that like?
That was a lot of fun. I still appreciate that moment a lot. I have never had anything like that happen on stage. Of course, I'm still kind of relatively new to the competing world, but it was a little bit like shell shock because I didn't know what was happening when they separated me out, and it was like so nerve-wracking. But yeah, it was a great experience, and I'm glad that the judges thought that I deserved to be up there with her.
Jessica was here on the show about a month or two ago, and it was super fun, and we talked about you a little bit, so that was really cool. She really likes you.
I like her.
Just finds you very inspirational.
Cool, that's awesome. Texas has been good to me. I really like how they run their shows. I really like the people involved. It's so close to home, you know. I don't really have any immediate urge to leave.
You know, something that we probably don't talk enough in this sport is the post show. So 20-week prep is a pretty long time. Is that a conversation you have with your coach or your team, or maybe just people in private when you go into the off season to make sure you do it in a healthy way?
We have had a lot of women prep on the Dark Horse team this year, and some of them haven't had the best off season. They've had a harder time than others, and we're always in communication with each other, going out to coffee, keeping up with each other, kind of learning from each other's experiences. That's kind of what we're there for. But me and my coach definitely had a conversation about how we're going to go about off season, how much, you know, leniency there's going to be, how much dedication we're going to need to keep. And I feel pretty confident going into it.
That's good. I feel like it needs to be talked about more for sure.
Yeah, there's some hard feelings that like it almost feels kind of taboo and silly. Like you're so... On show days, I am reminded of like how many people love me and support me and like really do look up to me. And like your heart is so full, but you have so many other big feelings, and it like, you almost feel so selfish just for not feeling like absolutely amazing, because you look amazing and you did all this work and you accomplished all these things and you made all these people proud. It's so hard to enjoy that sometimes because of all of these other feelings that are going on. But post-show can be rough, but I'm just trying to give myself some grace and remind myself this is my third show, and I have, I think, a good future in the sport.
I heard a pro athlete say this one time, and I don't think it's true for everyone, but sometimes it is true for some people. He said, the worse you look, the better you're going to look. The worse you feel, the better you're going to look on stage. So that's not the greatest thing to look forward to, but it's different for everyone. Everybody's body's different, obviously.
Yeah. Luckily, I can keep my food pretty high. I don't think I dip below. I was on 1,600 calories, I think, most of my prep. And then when this last little cut, we dipped below that. But I didn't have to do, like, some women do hours of cardio a day to be able to step on stage, and I have not had to do that yet, and I'm very thankful of that.
Cool. Well, I want to be respectful of y'all's time. Let's go to this third and final time posing. This is Maddie posing and giving a posing tip.
My third posing tip would be to not lean too far forward in your back pose. You'll stretch out your glutes and make them look flat, and you'll also show off your lady bits to the judges.
Thank you guys for watching, and please come back here next time on Best Muscle Video on YouTube. Appreciate it.
Bye.